Dope, man. All right, welcome back, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, for those of you who watched last week's episode, I was in Colombia, and you had to put up with German's wife. I know she's a chore.
Right.
Just terrible to have on the podcast. I was against it, so I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for taking a vacation, and it'll never happen again, so that you guys don't have to endure the pain of German's wife, like he has to every single day of his life.
Two things. Number one, very happy that you will not be taking any vacations anymore. Okay. Number two, thank you. Imagine how terrible that would be. Absolutely not, bro. My beautiful wife is better than you in every way. I was so happy that I could see somebody that wasn't but ugly, dude. I was so happy to see someone beautiful. Mm-hmm. And also I was so happy that it wasn't a bottomless pit of darkness on the other side of the room, you know? And that's not a racial joke, by the way. Just to be very, very clear.
Yeah, I'm beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
You weren't catered for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not gonna comment on your wife's looks because I feel like that's going too far. You know.
That's a good call, I think. And that's wisdom.
Right.
That's a wisdom.
Right. I saw what happened to Chris Rock. Right.
Nice. Topical. Nice.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not get slapped.
Right.
You know. I thought that's what you were building up for. I thought you were gonna hit me with a keep my wife's name out your mouth.
No, man. No, I didn't think that. I didn't put that, one and one together. But yeah, man, I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're back. And what can you tell me about Colombia? Can you tell me, what's the 411? What was the most amazing thing,
Dude, Colombia was tons of fun, right? The best thing about Colombia is that everything is super cheap. Like, everything is super cheap, but it sounds so expensive, right? Because, and I think this is in a lot of Hispanic countries, just like the money is so devalued that the money is measured in thousands.
Okay.
Right? So, like, I don't know, I'd buy like a chocolate and it's 2,000 Colombian pesos.
Wonderful.
But that's like 10 cents.
Okay. All right. So it's because I would say maybe.
Yeah. The Colombian money is so devalued.
Right.
That it's measured, like the measurement is in thousands. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's 10 American cents. Like, but it's just scary to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, as someone who's not used to that measurement of currency.
Right.
We did like groceries and it's like, okay, that's 750,000 Colombian pesos. And I'm like, yo, what is this? And no, it's like $60.
Yeah.
And I think that's the math. I'm not 100% sure. I may be exaggerating, but all I know is that like I constantly, rewind, right? I had that. I needed to cue it up.
Right.
But my wife is Colombian.
All right.
Right. For those of you that don't know, my wife is Colombian, but we'll speak more on that in a second because I found out something very interesting about my wife being Colombian.
And we're not going to get ahead of ourselves.
Right. We're gonna get there. I'm gonna tell the story.
Yeah.
Right. So this is today's podcast. I'm going to tell the story of my Colombian experience. Right. You'll probably get some German reenactments as he tends to do. And it'll be great. We'll have a lot of fun. But so this is my experience in Colombia. Right? I went to Colombia. Well, first of all, for our friend's wedding, Angie, right, from church, which she's the one in our past video that was doing the
singing
worship,
the singing, the prophetic worship. Yeah.
And the one where I'm saying Mario's a great drummer and German's a terrible guitarist. Because if you didn't catch on to that, the guitarist in the background was your boy German.
I'd like to say I'm happy that you're back, but very quickly, that's not true. that's slowly becoming natural. I'm like, kind of wish someone else would get married, and this time in Australia, so you'd be gone for longer on the airplane ride back. Okay.
Hey, look, I'm just explaining the clip. I've shouted you out. Look, that was for the sake of comedy. I've shouted you out for your guitar skills before.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, it's just adding up. Like my wife.
Yeah.
And
your guitar playing.
The guitar playing.
Right.
And
I'm going in the order from the things you love the least to the things you love the most.
That was good. Yeah. You are forgiven. That was good.
Yeah. So we went for our friend Angie and Manny. Oh, Manny's also our friend, right? How could I forget to mention Manny? Officer Guti shouts out. So we went for their wedding in Cartagena, Colombia, which is a beautiful city. So that's where our trip started. But also, we took advantage of the trip to stay there for 10 days in total. In Colombia in total, so that I could meet my mother-in-law for the first time, and her daughter, right, my wife's sister, but only from her mom's side, and then the rest of their family.
Right.
So we get to Cartagena, right, dude. Cartagena is a beautiful city. It's a beach city. It's like it kind of like Florida almost. Mm-hmm. It's way hotter though. But I think that also might be because there's not like as much AC in place. Like AC is not a common thing in places in Colombia.
Gotcha. Okay.
As like it is here. Like you walk in anywhere. Like it's probably just as hot, but here, like you leave your house with AC, to your car with AC, to go to your office with AC, or the store with AC.
Right.
Like over there, not everything has AC. So super hot, but it's a beautiful place. We went to something called La Ciudad Amurallada, which means the walled city.
Okay.
Which was just like this really old city, which is where Angie and Manny got married. It was a beautiful ceremony. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. Has Melissa posted anything?
Yeah, Melissa's posted stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Yeah. While you pull some stuff up on Instagram, but we went to the wedding. The wedding was super cool. They did the ceremony, which was funny, right? Because we got there, it was supposed to start at 3:45, but they started late.
Okay.
Our apartment where we were staying was like 6 minutes. So that's Cartagena and Barranquilla where we go later, which is where Melissa's from, right? So
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this here. It looks like you're smoking that taco.
That's a fish head. I'm kissing a fish head.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
You see the little eye?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So, so first we go there.
I mean, we need to talk about this, I think, right now. We need to talk about El Bandolero, dude. 100%. No, bandolero, ¿dónde voy? What? How does it go?
You're talking about the one from Fast and Furious, right? Like the Dom Toretto song?
Yeah, isn't it Don Omar who sings it?
Don Omar, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Un bandolero donde voy, le doy gracias a Dios. Y yo sigo con mi tumbao.
Yeah, there you go.
Con los ojos colorados.
Yeah, you're getting it bit by bit, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I like braids.
This is good.
I think I look pretty fly in those
I'm going to be honest with you. I saw it. I immediately wanted to kind of make fun of it just because I feel like that's my relationship with you.
Yeah.
But I think it's in, dude. I think you should do it. And I think you should really, because you know what? I like how uniform it is. I like how it's like you've been growing up for so long. You've been all over the place. Like it's just like, the awkward growing phase. Now you're long, but you still don't really like comb your hair. You just kind of put it in a ponytail. Mm-hmm. I like how
neat.
Yeah, it looks clean. And you can get it done like maybe even thinner, and it'll probably maybe even look even better.
Yeah, so my sister-in-law did those for me in Colombia.
Right.
She did them in the house, and that's actually at my mother-in-law's house right there. That's where I'm at right there.
Cool, man.
So as you see, you see the fan in the background?
I do.
No AC.
Did you sleep there?
Yeah. No AC. So we'll get into that. And let me preface all this stuff by saying that I had a great time in Colombia, in Cartagena and in Barranquilla. I loved meeting that side of my family, right? Because they're my family now.
Right. Would you say
they were all amazing?
Would you say they're similar to your family?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not
So-
even like.
So are they like more kindred than your dad, like Melissa's dad side of the family to you? Like,
It's different.
gotcha.
It's different, right? Because I don't know what other way to put it.
Right.
Right. But like, so in Colombia, in Barranquilla specifically, they literally live in zones, and the zones now go from 1 to 10, and it's from 1 is the poorest zone,
Gotcha.
and 10 is the richest zone.
Wow, just some real Netflix TV show type stuff.
That's how that like, and it's like by streets. Like the more north you go,
Right.
the richer it is. The more south you go, the poorer.
Okay,
it is.
can we talk about this real quick though? Because I feel like this, when I saw this picture, dude, I got upset. I got mad.
Why?
Because this is something you would totally do.
Yeah.
Number one, dude, pigeons.
Yeah.
The dirtiest animal that exists in the world. They're flying rats. They're the rats of the sky, dude.
Yeah.
Why would you do this, dude?
Because it was fun, dude.
It does look a little fun. I'm not gonna lie, but
would've-
also
you would have done it if you were there.
probably because you would have done it,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, okay, let's.
I wasn't goaded into doing this. Like I saw this happening,
And you wanted it.
and I was like,
Of
"Yo,
course you do.
What's that?"
Yeah, I knew it.
And my sister-in-law immediately, she's like, because it's like, it was like $1, right? It's like $1 for like a little bag of corn.
Yeah, because it's just a random man with food.
Right. Yeah, it's just a random
and he
man.
just puts it
He has
on
in
your
his backpack. He has in his backpack a little cylinder of like corn seeds, right? And you just give him like $5 or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like 5 Colombian pesos, which is like 2 cents.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
he gives you.
Yeah, do you want to know why it's so affordable? He does not own the pigeons
No.
because they're
Right, it's
they're-
100% profit.
They're sky rats.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're sky rats,
Yeah.
and all he does is just put the food on your body parts.
Yeah.
And then they climb that. Is that what
Yeah.
he did? Look, I can see them eating off your hand.
Yeah. So he.
This is the dirtiest
So
thing you've
you-
ever done
you
in your
buy
life.
the- you buy
This is
the-
dirtier than sin, dude. This is dirtier than the sin you've committed, dude. Dude, you are unclean, bro.
Dude,
How many showers did you get?
That was such a great experience, though. Like, let me tell you, it was so much fun. Melissa didn't. I think
I think
There's
she
a
got like a
post-
little bird on her. Yeah, she got like a little bit on it.
there's. I don't know if what post. There might be another post on her Instagram.
You look pretty fly here, though.
Thanks with the coconut.
Yeah, you look pretty dope. It's
With
like
the
just
coconut
doing,
water.
just doing international things, like
You know,
whatever.
just drinking some coconut water.
Yeah, like
So
it's all
so
good,
there,
you know.
we were driving from Cartagena
Right,
to Barranquilla,
gotcha.
right, which is like an hour and a half drive.
And it's just poor all the way, right?
So when in Cartagena's kind of a rich city, it kind of looks like Miami.
Okay, but in between is what I'm asking.
In between it's just empty,
Gotcha.
and there's these little tiny poor
Slums.
houses. Yeah,
That's what
slums.
because that's what I'm looking at, right?
So this is like a very like poor house,
Right.
So but they have like sodas outside. They sell fruits and vegetables
Because
and
it's
coconuts.
there's always people
Right.
passing by. Gotcha.
So we're passing by, and Melissa's mom wanted some water or whatever, and then she saw they were selling coconuts, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to try coconut water? Have you ever tried coconut water?" I was like, "Yeah, I've tried coconut water, like in a bottle, you know." So they're like, "No, you got to try this or whatever." So we're trying it. But we sit there and we chug this coconut between like the four of us, just one coconut, right?
Okay.
And then once you're done chugging it, they open up for you and they cut all the meat out and they give it to you.
Nice.
Same price.
It's crazy.
They don't charge you anymore. Like,
That's probably why they're, like they need me over there. You know what I mean? They need me like, oh no, that's gonna be extra.
Yeah.
That's gonna be extra.
Yeah.
What's that? Where'd you park? in that patch of sand over there? Yeah, that's our VIP. That's our valet actually. So if you get $20.
well, talking about parking in Colombia, dude, and I know this is kind of gonna be everywhere. I guess this is how this is gonna be.
This episode's all over the place.
Yeah. There's not a linear story of me in Colombia like I was trying to do, but whatever. That doesn't matter.
Right.
Dude, in Colombia, so we chose to drive, which I initially didn't want to do because you always hear that driving in other countries is like insane. Right. But we rented a car, also to feel safer because like when you get in Ubers and stuff like that, you don't really know who you're getting in a car with.
Yeah.
And maybe even if they don't rob you or something like that, they could call someone else. Like, hey, these people, like you're afraid to like take out your phone and things like that because you don't know who's watching.
Right.
It's a real thing. Like that's a real thing. So we chose to rent a car so that we would have access to cars back and forth. Plus, we went to a ton of places in Barranquilla. So like, I don't know that it would have cost more, but it would have been like an inconvenience traveling everywhere in Ubers, right?
Right.
Which like an Uber from our apartment to like the wedding in Cartagena, which is only 6 minutes away. What would that Uber cost here, you think?
An Uber from what to where?
6 minutes. 6 minutes. Like
a 6 minute ride?
From my house to your house, Uber.
$20.
Minimum, right?
Yeah, minimum.
$1.20.
That's crazy, bro.
$1.20. Because when we would pay with like our Amex and stuff, like the app tells you how much it is in dollars immediately.
Gotcha.
Once it's charged.
Right.
It was $1.20. I was like $1.20 for an Uber. Like
That's
that.
crazy.
I could get an Uber to my neighbor's house. Wouldn't be $1.20.
Insane.
Yeah. So we chose to rent a vehicle, right? And at first I was gonna drive, but Melissa got like a discount at the rental place for being a Colombian citizen. So it was all under her name. And then I was like, oh, I'll drive. But she's like, oh, you shouldn't leave here driving because you're not on the contract. We don't want them to tell us anything or put an additional charge or whatever, you know. So she left and then she was driving or whatever. Because I'm terrified of my wife's driving. I don't know if you've ever been in a car while she's driving.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I mean, I didn't want to say it ever because I didn't know how, that's like, you don't really talk about that, you know. But Rachel feared for her life one time that she was driving with her. Yeah. Rachel told me, she's like, Melissa, menace to society.
But here's the thing. That's how people drive in Barranquilla. She's never driven in Barranquilla in her life. This is her first time driving in Barranquilla, dude.
Right.
She fit in perfectly.
Maybe she learned at like a Barranquilla driving school.
No. Zero driving. It's in her blood.
Yeah.
That's what I told her the minute she got into like the Barranquilla, in the city, right? Because Cartagena was a different city. I mean, the driving was a little bit crazy over there too. But like from there, it was all empty road, right? Because in Cartagena, we did take Ubers.
Okay.
Right? Because everything was a short distance from where we wanted to be. We took like 3 or 4 Ubers the entire time we were there. We were there for like 3 days total in Cartagena.
Right.
But it's an hour and a half drive to Barranquilla. So we rented the car. Melissa, dude, that's like, she drove great.
Nice.
Amazing driving.
Right, because driving is only in comparison to what's around you.
Right. Yeah. I've never felt safer in a car with my wife than in Barranquilla. So much so that I did not drive the entire time.
Wow.
It was because the driving over there is insane. Like,
that's wild.
I'll probably drive next time. Like now that I like
know the system,
gauged it a little bit. Right.
Got it.
But what do you mean? Like everyone else is just so like risky and they're dangerous. People just drive in between lanes. If you have a bus and the bus stops, this guy just gets in and keeps driving to pass the bus. There's motorcycles everywhere.
Right.
So motorcycles just pull up on either. Like you could be turning left and you could have your left turn signal on, and a motorcycle will pull up on your left that's trying to go straight.
That's insane.
And they're just like trying to go, and then they get mad at you. I'm like, yo, you have my turn signal on. I'm trying to turn left, and you pulled up on the left side of me afterwards. But people are just trying to get around. Like they don't care what you're doing.
Right.
Like it's the most aggressive driving I've ever seen. I'm sure there are worse places to drive.
Yeah.
Like there are worse places to drive.
Places to drive.
Yeah. Right. But so that's not where I was going though. Right. Melissa, amazing driver in Barranquilla. But you were talking about parking.
Right.
When you park there, there's dudes on the street that race. Like they see you parking and they race to either just like wave you in, or they see you leaving to like stop traffic to wave you out to give them like a couple dollars.
Oh, okay, cool. So
you don't ask for help.
Right.
They just come in like
they just try to take advantage of the situation.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they get mad at you if you don't have money.
Of course, yeah.
And they're like yelling at you, and that happened to us. Like a couple of guys were like yelling at our windows, like, "Yeah, we did." Like her mom had some change, and like in the instances where her mom had change, her mom would give them the change. But in other instances, like we don't got money, we didn't ask for your help.
Right. I wouldn't have paid any one of them unless they really helped me out. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is helpful because they like get in the middle of traffic.
Right.
You know, because people over there don't like they see you backing out and they don't care. Like they don't stop to give you the space to get out because you're getting out onto main streets. It's not like you were to parking garage and then you pull on to like
right.
You were parking on streets and then getting back out onto streets.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it is helpful, you know, but like we could do it without you.
Right.
You know?
It'll just take a little longer.
Right. And then they get mad at you when you don't pay them.
Right.
But it's like, I never asked you to help. And they also got like the windshield wipers, like the guys that come with like just
that leave your car
bottles.
dirtier than when
Yeah.
they got there.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same thing, like they just come up and you're telling them no, and they still just like, and then you don't get the money. It's like, I told you no.
Yeah.
And now my car's dirtier.
I wonder if that one works. You know,
What?
like, do they get paid? You think?
Yeah, I saw people give hand them out change and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but people are hustling out there, dude.
Right.
It's like I did it, pay me.
Yeah.
I didn't ask. It doesn't matter if you ask me to do it or not.
Right.
Pay me. I did it.
I would, dude. I would have no problem saying thank you.
You're right. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, they just yell at you. What are they gonna? They're
Right.
like,
I yell back. I'd be like, gracias.
yeah,
Crazy.
dude. But
Let's go back to what's going on over here. Okay.
let's finish talking about the pigeons. Is that where we're going back to?
We should go back to the pigeons a little bit because I just feel like it's so disgusting.
So,
you know. I think you and animals.
Yeah, I love animals.
Yeah, I think you just see animals
As animals,
like people.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love them.
And I think that that's very admirable and beautiful.
Yeah.
And I know PETA loves you. You know what I mean? PETA will
Nah, I eat a lot of steak.
You do. But they're not. You know what I mean? And these guys,
Yeah.
they're not people. They're so far away from people, man. Can you imagine if a person was a pigeon just pooping on you, like passing by?
I did not get pooped on.
That's fortunate, dude.
I did not get pooped on.
The Lord is on your side.
So, so we see this happening. This is happening in like the middle of a park, right? There's a statue right next to us there. So I'm like, yo, how much? Does
This
that
is a
cost?
cute pigeon right here. That's a brown pigeon.
Yeah, like brown and white with a white tail.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cute.
So I asked. That's my sister-in-law up there in the yellow shirt. I asked her, yo, how much is that, more or less? And she immediately, like, she saw the excitement in my eyes, and she immediately went to pay the guy, and I got my thing of corn, and I was like putting it in my hand. Dude, it feels like paws.
Like what?
Like little paws, like little dog paws.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
all over your arm. I mean, they obviously have talons, right? So they like scratch you up a little bit.
Yeah.
But like the base of it feels like little dog paws.
Yeah.
I feel like I had little dog paws all over me.
I really like birds.
Yeah.
I like birds.
Not pigeons though, apparently.
Yeah, I don't like pigeons because they're rats, dude. But here's the thing: if you told me it was a clean pigeon, like you raise the pigeon and like
No, those are
you
street
feed
pigeons.
it, exactly.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I think Melissa put one other post, or I don't know if it ended up being a story. No, like close that post out altogether.
This is the wedding.
No, that's the wedding. Yeah.
My boy right there.
Check out the stories because I think she posted a story of her reaction to the pigeons, and that was hilarious.
What do you think it would be?
No, I guess it's not working. But she was yelling.
She was like, ah.
Yeah, and she got a couple of.
Nah, bro.
Nah, she hasn't posted.
She hasn't posted it. I mean, if she did post it, it's like, yeah.
Oh well, but that was the fruity. Oh no, but that might have just been like from last time she went. Yeah, because that was a different cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The pigeon experience was great. I loved every moment of it. So,
did you post anything? No, right?
No.
All right.
I just reposted Melissa's stories. But
do you guys have any videos or anything?
Melissa.
Yeah.
I don't.
Is Melissa home?
No.
No.
She's out being a youth leader.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah.
Being a good person.
Yeah.
I really want to use our technology here.
Yeah.
Oh, can we check? Can you do me a favor and check where we're at with the
if anyone's
with
replying
any
to the
responses?
stories?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So one so far.
Okay. Does it come up on the messages? No, it comes up on the story.
So you go to our story.
Okay.
No, it's like the third one because it posted in 3 different stories. Oh, it only shows you viewers there, not responses.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Take a screenshot of it and send me real quick.
all right. Did I text it to you? Oh no, send it through the. Yeah, I remember now.
Remember?
You remember? I remember.
It's very annoying that the Instagram online app is so limited. You remember? I remember.
Yeah, it should work equally, if not better, right?
Yeah. I mean, they have the technology for it. They just don't choose to because they want people on the phones. Because they want you to pay.
They want you. We're not paying for this.
But you do by, like, you know.
Ads.
Yeah, information.
Yeah, I just sent it.
All right.
This is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it shows up so tiny on iPads, like the app in general. I don't know if you can zoom in there. Nope.
Just trying for my life here.
Let me see. Let me try. Maybe if I like crop it.
Yeah, crop it. I'm going to have to edit all this out.
It's fine. Fix it in post.
Fix and post. It's Adolfo.
It is Adolfo.
That boy swears.
Okay, yeah. I think this is going to work.
We should call Adolfo.
He might be balling up.
You think so? All right, hold on. All right, so we asked you guys if you had any question for any wisdom, and this is what we get. We get our mutual friend Adolfo saying, "Not advice." Which Adolfo, I'm so sorry. We were asking if you wanted advice. So you right there. Here's some advice. Read a book because you don't know how to type there. But he says, not advice, but Dante is the superior host. Also, you capitalize superior host. One more error. Thank you. And then he says, German tries too hard. Okay, at least you spelled my name right, Adolfo. Beautiful. Yeah, and by the way, for you viewers, it's, oh, wow, German's really coming down. I punch down. Okay, I punch down. You know, even though Adolfo is 6 feet tall, I punch down. Okay,
6'3".
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Dude, we slept in my mother-in-law's house, right?
Okay.
Which, again, like, great time. Like, it does make you grateful for all the things that you have here, right? Because people live a completely different life over there. And my mother-in-law, dude, it was so funny because she would not let me do anything. And I don't know if it was just because it's like the first time or if it's just like the Hispanic thing of like men don't do anything in the house.
Right.
You know, like Melissa would like, we would clean the plates and Melissa would be like, oh, can you take these to the kitchen? And I'd be like getting up like, yeah, no problem. And her mom would be like, no, what do you mean? How could you send Dante to the kitchen to put plates down in the sink? And then she'd like send Melissa or her sister, or she'd do it herself.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely like the
very like waited on.
Yeah.
The other funny thing was that she would communicate to me through Melissa. Like, oh, she would ask Melissa, do you think Dante wants like this kind of juice or this kind of food or wants more food?
Yeah.
And she would ask Melissa, most of the time not in front of me, but sometimes like literally in front of me. And I'd just be like, yeah,
I'll take
some more.
Yeah.
Answer directly to her,
right.
Which was funny. But dude, there was no AC. There was just fans.
Right.
And the fans helped a lot. And at first, when we were going, Melissa was like, oh, another thing, like she's like, you know, obviously, of course, there's no AC, but there's also no hot water.
Wow. And how many showers would you take a day, by the way?
1.
Really? Usually people take showers to cool down.
Yeah, no. But I was constantly sitting in front of a fan.
Okay.
Yeah. But Dude, I would not have needed hot water. Like I would get so sweaty sitting in the bathroom,
Right.
like going into the bathroom, I would just start dripping sweat, dude. Like they could, if they had hot water, I would not have turned it on for any reason. Like I needed cold showers
Yeah.
to cool down every morning.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess when it's constantly hot, why do you need hot water?
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I thought that was gonna be such a hard thing for me.
Yeah.
I was like, that was the one thing on my mind that I was like, oh man,
Cold showers. But you know, cold
yeah.
showers are good for you, like
Right.
for your health.
fine, great. I don't care. Cold showers suck. Like,
Did you not enjoy it?
Yes, in this situation,
Right.
1,000%.
It was the greatest thing ever.
Because I was so sweaty and hot. Because you can't take a fan with you into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So that's the one thing I didn't think about. Like, fans will be fine. You know, when we slept in the bed with like there was, they had two fans in the house. They bought a whole other fan just because we were coming.
Aww.
And they gave us 2 fans.
Wow.
And her mom. There's only 2 rooms, so her mom gave us her room.
Wow.
And then her sister slept on a mattress on the floor, and then her mom took her sister's bed.
How was that? How was it like, you know, like the whole thing? Because when was the last time Melissa had visited Colombia and seen her mom?
Pre-COVID.
Okay, pre-COVID.
Yeah. And then it was my first time meeting everybody.
Right. And your mom was like super happy to see you. Her
mom was ecstatic, dude.
Right.
And
did she like you? Did she think you were funny?
Yeah. She liked me. She thought it was funny. They were like very comfortable, right away, which is a great thing. I'm not saying that in the like, oh, you're getting too comfortable with me.
Yeah.
Like they were very comfortable with me right away, which is great. And her family, just like her whole family, was incredible. They're very welcoming people.
Who else did you meet? Because it was the sister and the mom.
So sister and the mom, like a house down lives her aunt. So her mom's sister, because there's like 9 sisters.
That's such a like Hispanic thing.
Yeah.
Like in our countries.
Yeah.
Like all my family moved here from Venezuela, moved into the same building.
Yeah.
They all moved into the same building.
Right. So they live right, like we were down there every night because her aunt's house is a little bigger. Right. So they like cooked for us and everything, you know. They had like special food every day, and like it was great. And they like they were making special things because they wanted me to like try all the like quintessential Colombian things, right? And they're very, very humble people, you know. Like I was explaining to you earlier, they live in zones, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's 1 out of 10. They live in zone like 3.
Oh, that's not that bad.
No, it's not the worst zone, but it's also on the lower side.
Right.
It's less than half.
Right.
You know, but I felt very safe. Again, they were very welcoming. Like I felt like I felt great. Like it was great to be. Like I honestly can't wait to go back. Like with everything said, like all the like inconveniences or whatever, like I can't wait to go back.
Right.
Because I genuinely did have such a great time with her family.
Did you get to visit Zone 10?
No, we didn't go that far north.
Oh, so 10 is north.
North, yeah. So it's south is 1, and then the more north you go, the richer it is. I think we ended up like she has a cousin who lives in like zone 4 or 5, I think. So like a higher zone. When Melissa left when she was 9, it was only 6 zones.
Wow.
So that people have gotten richer and richer.
Right, makes sense.
And have made new zones.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy, right? That they live like that.
And I think it's so crazy to think about, like, you have zones. That's so like separatist, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's so like
yeah.
I am above you.
Right.
You know? Oh, you're 5. Right. You know what I mean?
Call me when you're at least 8.
Yeah. I don't mess with no 2s up in here.
Yeah.
That's dark.
But yeah, that's how it was over there. But yeah, her aunt lives like right down there, right? And then with her aunt lived 2 of her 2 daughters and 1 son. So I met them, and then obviously like her aunt and her uncle, who her uncle was a super cool guy. He was very welcoming. Like when we were leaving, he like told me like 10 times, like, hey, you don't have to like call ahead. You can just show up at our door and you have a place to stay here at our house. Right. Always. And then he was just like very interested in how I was with my family, and very interested in like in family and being family, you know, which was really, really cool. Really, really nice man. You know, on the older side, he was, I don't know how old you are to be retired in Colombia, but he was like, he's at retirement age, but he's still working. Because the way it seems it works there is like you reach an age where you begin to receive your pension from the government. So he's at that age already, but you can choose to keep working, I guess.
Yeah,
so he's still working because
you could do that here. Like you could get retired, but then you could still have like a job.
Right. But
you can get legally retired, but you could still have a job.
Right. But usually it's like a part-time job.
Oh, really? You can't have like a full...
I don't know. But
because I know people who...
From what I've seen, usually it's like a part... Like, I mean, at least the people that I've known have like a part-time.
Right.
Are retired, but with a part-time. Do you know anyone retired with a full-time?
I remember working at Conquest and Cubans would come in and say, can you lower my bill? And then like, it would be like old Cuban dudes.
Yeah.
And they'd be like... And then they'd just open up to me as to why I needed to lower their cable bill. Because like... He's like, I'm retired. All of my money goes to rent.
Yeah.
And now you're bringing up my, like, you're bringing me six, like you're, because at the end of the year, the bill goes up. So it'd be like, me está subiendo el bill. No tengo dinero. Yo trabajo un full time. Estoy retirado y no me alcanza.
Okay.
So it's like, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I mean, I wish there's something I could do for you.
Right.
But yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's similar. But he was a super nice guy. So I met the cousins, and then she has the cousin that I told you that lives up in the more northern area, and his mom lives with him, and he has a daughter and his wife or his girlfriend. I don't know that they're married, but his mom also lives with him. So I met that aunt, and then there's another aunt that came the first day we got there on a bus to meet us. So I met her, and then like all the boyfriends and things like that.
That's cool, man. That's cool. And there's a lot, bro. There's a lot you got to see, man. Yeah. There's a lot you got to do. And I'm really happy for you. I'm happy that, just meeting your mother-in-law. That's crazy.
I mean, that was the best thing. That was the best part of the trip, meeting my family.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And how special they were with me. Like to make sure that I had everything I needed, that I had everything like that it like whenever food would come out, and
you were the first one to eat?
I was the first one to get this guy who I'm telling you, Freddie, right, the uncle, we had a party because it was my sister-in-law's birthday, her 18th birthday, the Sunday we left, so they had a party for her Saturday night while we were still there, and they had some beers and stuff. But her uncle brought out like a special whiskey he had been saving to drink with me.
Oh, wow.
He's like, hey, do you drink whiskey? And I was like, yeah, sometimes. And then he's like, here, let's take a drink together. And it was like a very special moment for him. Like we did like a cheers and like, yeah.
Who was this guy? Who?
Melissa's uncle. Freddie.
Oh, cool.
Melissa's uncle. Yeah. It's like his house is the one next door. And it's like, it seems like they're kind of like the center of the family.
Gotcha.
Because like everything happens there.
Around them. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And is Melissa like, because I feel like Melissa's like very like loved by your dad, and everyone loves Melissa.
Yeah.
Is she kind of like adored over there in Colombia?
Yeah. They were already like, when's the next time you're coming back? Make sure you guys don't take too long.
Right.
Come back again. Everyone wants to see her. Like if because there's uncles that live in other like cities and stuff in Colombia, or aunts and stuff. So every time someone would call on the phone, they'd be like, Melissa's there, let me talk to her.
Oh, wow.
So everyone wants to like talk to Melissa. Everyone wants to see her. This is something that might be kind of like, and her family's never gonna see this, right? This is in English. But they had some another part of the family was visiting, like another cousin of Melissa's with his daughter from Bogota, which is another city in Colombia, right? For those of you that don't know or can't pick up context clues.
Some pronounce it Bogota.
Bogota, okay, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, is that the correct pronunciation?
That's actually the correct pronunciation.
Bogota, right?
Bogota.
So he's from Bogota, and he was also there visiting. But this cousin Douglas, who's the one that lives in like in the more northern area, he invited us out to dinner, but didn't like invite them, and like some of the aunts were like upset, like, oh, I didn't invite him.
Beefing, huh?
Yeah. But Melissa's special. Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't about me. Definitely wasn't about me. Right. It was about Melissa, and they all constantly wanted to be with us. And that was like a whole thing because her mom was like, I want to spend time with them
With
like
my family.
on my own.
Everyone leave.
Right. Right. So they were constantly asking her like, oh, what are you guys? And she was like making up plans.
Gotcha.
Just to like,
Get
they're
them
going to
out.
go see the doctor. They got a doctor's appointment today.
They came to Colombia to see a doctor.
Well, I mean, that's what people do.
Right.
People
Like,
go to see
yeah.
doctors stuff. We got,
No, but like
we got
work
our
done.
teeth whitened.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, when we were there.
I never had seen your teeth not white though, so I didn't,
They're white. They're definitely whiter.
They're
than
whiter
before.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go watch past videos.
My shiny teeth and me.
Yeah, so we went and got our teeth whitened, but we didn't really do anything else. But a lot of people go over there and like, her dad's a business owner and stuff, so they don't really have health insurance,
Right.
and it's super cheap to like go see doctors in Colombia.
Right.
So they don't specifically go to Colombia to see doctors, but they go to Colombia a lot for business and stuff. So
And so they just get it taken care of over there.
right, because they don't. They have elected not to get insurance here,
Healthcare, yeah.
but because like
It's crazy expensive.
right for them because they don't
Right.
qualify for any kind of government help or anything like that.
Right.
And it's so cheap to go to Colombia. Why not just
Take care of
over
it
there?
when you're over there.
Right,
Yeah.
and they go at least once a year. So
Outsource their health issues.
they outsource their health care, not health issues.
Yeah.
they pay
someone else to
get
get-
them. Yeah, in Colombia.
Hey, I got a sickness coming in. I got a little bit of a cold coming in a few weeks. How are you? What's your schedule look like? What's your schedule look like? You think you could be out for 2 weeks? Yeah. It's COVID. I'm talking about COVID. Can you give your son COVID for me, please? Thanks.
Yeah, they outsource their
There.
sickness.
But yeah, man, we're coming up on 45 minutes. I just want to go ahead and thank our sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, Bright Smile. Bright Smile, the first patron and sponsor of Church Boys Podcast. Go ahead and give him a close up there, Dante. Bright Smile. Get your teeth cleaned today.
Hey, but speaking about that, I think we still have that Patreon open, right? The link should be somewhere down in the description. If you guys want to send us some money, you guys out there watching.
We made a Patreon?
Yeah,
I never knew this.
we've talked about it on the podcast before.
We made a Patreon?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, we have a Patreon.
Are you sure?
100%.
No way.
We've linked it in other videos.
No way.
Yeah, we've just never gotten money.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Bright Smile just gave me. 1 second. Ring. Hello? What do you mean we're out? What do you mean it's because I say too many racist things? What are you talking about? All right. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bright Smile on the phone. We just lost our ad revenue, so we're going to need you guys to support Patreon. And once we get somebody to sign up, you're going to get access to the content that we are not able to post on YouTube. And you may be asking, what type of content can a couple of Christians not post on YouTube? Well, I'll tell you something. A lot of content. I'm talking, images that cannot be shared. And you may be wondering, whoa, that sounds a little sketchy, but it's okay. It's just me without a shirt. So if you're interested in seeing pictures of me without a shirt, go ahead and sign up to Patreon. You don't want to miss it. It's definitely something that highly coveted. Okay, just ask my wife.
The only woman who's ever. Oh, and your mother.
And my mother. Yeah. I've never gone to the beach. A millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire.
So sign up, subscribe, like, share, pay us on Patreon. Do all the things. Just do it.
Yeah, that was the whole plan, by the way.
Yeah.
Dante doesn't know how to hide things. He's a very honest man. The whole just do it, that was for that.
How dare you Call me an honest man. What is wrong with you?
That was just for that sound. That's the only reason why you said just do it. Like, that was so,
Do all the things, dude.
that was so inorganic what you did there.
I hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Church Boys Podcast.
And remember to always be yourselves because everybody else is already taken.
You get a soundbite for that too?
I was acting.